Well, hello. Oh, it's June. I don't know, middle of June. Who keeps track, right? So it's been a little while since we've been out in the garden. The plants have required a lot of nitrogen to make up for the bad compost. It was full of sticks and twigs, and that as they break down, it uses up all available nitrogen, and boy did it. So we had yellow leaf everything, nothing wanted to grow, as you recall. But anyway, lots of fertilizer with the tomatoes. The okra is coming up. Peppers are having a spurt, and if you look, we have flowers, so that means peppers. There's a tiny little pepper, you see it? The zinnias are finally coming along. I just put down some cow manure on this row. We've got cucumber with the trellis. This is my second batch of cucumbers, heavily amended soil, and they're doing a lot better. Peppers here, I think these are jalapeno. Just planted some bush garden beans. They are nitrogen fixer, but I also put down, you see all that black, that's just more cow manure. We've got chard in here. Can you see? I can't see on my screen very well. Doing fine. I pulled up the kale. It had aphids real bad. And the arugula had bolted. Of course, it's too warm. Here are some Kajari melon. They're like a cantaloupe. And the radishes are done on either side. I believe I'm going to put some herbs in there, maybe basil or something. But when I crack open another bag of manure, I will do that. These are my side of the greenhouse tomatoes. Need to be staked up a little better. Doing fantastic. They did not have the compost. They've just had amendments. Some of my pepper buckets, and I had no idea nasturtium was going to go so crazy, but there's the peppers. And lettuces are doing much better. Got some baby ones to fill in there coming up. More Kajari melons. This side's doing a little bit better. And I tied them up. They'll start to climb. They have little tendrils that'll grab onto stuff, so I'd like them to climb those strings that they're on and then head up the trellis. These are some candy cane zinnias, scallop squashes. Here's a row of Dr. Wishes in the straight line here. And these are sun golds, and you know what? I had my first sun gold today. Absolutely delicious. But they're putting out pretty good, and a variety of basil, parsley, tarragon. These are Dr. Wishes. Look at these bad boys. Look at that. And this big one that's been here, he's been growing and growing. Okay. And then we get to the opalka. It's a paste or Roma type. Doing pretty good. Pretty happy with these guys overall. This is okra here. Finally growing. Some peppers. And then the bean arch is very happy. Very happy. Okay. Oh, raspberries. Have been picking off a few from the Prima canes. Or is it floor canes? The canes from last year will put out a fruit. And so there are only just a few because it was just a 1-year-old plant last year. This year looks so happy. All right, here's our little bean trellis shade spot. These are my stick in the ground tomatoes. I didn't know what else to do with them. Doing pretty good. This one, the top broke off. It's not sending out any more suckers, but it's got plenty big tomatoes. That's good. This guy got broken off completely, and he sent out a side shoot. Sweet potatoes are doing fine. I like these containers. You can see there's a hole drilled on the one side, but about 3-4 inches up. And in that 3 to 4 inches, there's mulch, and then it's got my soil mix in there, so it retains water really well. This is Mount Vernon horticultural bean. I got a bunch off of there this morning. It'll be good roasted with some olive oil, salt, pepper, parmesan for supper. Bell peppers doing well. Fence tomatoes, and they're all the different varieties. I've got opalka, Dr. Wish, Parks hybrid. This is ground cherry. Oh, my shadow's in the way. Ground cherry. Some chard. And then we've got some of the Kentucky Wonder Bean, which is the same as the other trellis, but these ones with the pointy leaves, those are noodle beans, and they will send out yard-long purple beans. I think I threw some kind of squash or something on the end because they weren't coming up very well, and I figured I would just weave those in and out too, up and over. A little bit of okra, Parks Legacy tomato. Over here, only a couple of the noodle bean with the pointy. The rest are going to be the Kentucky Wonders. There's a little tomato stuck in there, some tarragon, bunch onions. Came up pretty good. Oh, and here's my Florida Weave tomato trellis. Dr. Wish on one side, I think, and Opalka, or maybe mixed up in there. I just had so many tomatoes. These are Berry's Crazy Cherry. Now look at the clumps of flowers. Just tons of them. So I'm super excited. I don't know if they've... Oh, look. Here we go. Babies. Very nice. Ah, what a little nitrogen will do. These guys have exploded. Yesterday, I put neem oil on all of the tomatoes, the zucchini, for two reasons. Also the beans and the raspberries. The first reason is these guys like to get powdery mildew. Second reason, bugs like to eat them. So they eat the neem oil, it gives them a tummy ache, and they die, but it doesn't harm your pollinators. And this is the first time I've used neem oil this year, and I am very happy with it because it doesn't harm the bees, takes care of the bad guys. Oh my gosh, look, a zucchini. Woohoo! And takes care of the powdery mildew. However, that said, it's my first step defense. My next step would be something like Serenade, which is a bacterial thing that does all the same things. And then up from there, Dacano. Just kind of save your big guns for last. Oh, I'm very happy to see these guys thriving. So coleus on the end for fun. I think these are D'Oro squash, a yellow squash. All right, strawberries. We've got a little critter coming up. I think it's voles. And they'll take 2 or 3 bites out of a strawberry and then walk away. I feel like I want to dig them up and pot them, maybe this fall, and then hang them off of hooks. You know, off the fence, like the hanging ones for petunias. But that will keep voles away. So that's the main veggie garden. Very happy. Working hard over here. And the butterfly garden. You know, I'm going to also dig up these bleeding hearts, these big bushes. They're doing their thing, dying back right now. They turn yellow, and then cut them down, and I'm going to dig them up in the fall and put them out under some trees. They want trees, understory, and they just get sprawling. They've choked out a bunch of my other nice things. Salvia, coreopsis. I'm just starting to see bees. Little bees, big bees. This butterfly is a cabbage looper. He's not our friend. That is why the shard gets covered. Things like broccoli, kale, cauliflower you want to keep under a row cover like I have out there because they will lay their eggs on it, and the cabbage loopers will decimate your crop. Daylilies. The roses I just deadheaded, but they're doing pretty good. I like the rose tone with them. These got sprayed also. See, Japanese beetles. You gotta squish them or knock them into a container of soapy water and they will drown. But also the neem oil is supposed to taste really bad. I have something called beetle juice coming, and it is going to, it's a bacteria. They eat the leaf, they eat the bacteria, gives them a tummy ache, and they die. It's supposed to be very effective for them. So I've got some kind of rudbeckia, I think, echinacea, daylilies. That's going to be, I think those are going to be black-eyed Susans, rudbeckia, phlox back there. There's blueberries. I've got sunflowers in the back, butterfly, swamp milkweed is the orange. These tall spiky things are spangled, spangled something, liatris. And they'll get pretty purple fountainy things. Some echinacea. Gosh, just all kinds of things in here. I want to get some more daisies. They've not been growing well. Here's my annual volunteer yellow pear tomato. They are tough as nails. I found another one back here and put a trellis for it. Tough as nails. I just let them come up, pick one or two nice strong ones, and another harvest off of those besides the veggie garden ones. And I will say this area gets a lot of shade in the afternoon, and I'm impressed with it, how they handle it. Echinacea, blueberry, butterfly bush. It's a dwarf one. Look at this yarrow. We had to tie it up. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Love that pink. Red hat pokers. I don't know. I don't see any pokers yet. Maybe they'll come up. Really cool plants. So that's it for Cackleberry Garden. I hope you've enjoyed a little tour. Have a great day. Oh, look. Harvest. Green beans, strawberries, and 2 sun gold tomatoes. Please note I ate one. They are delicious. I was so happy. Have a great morning. Bye.